it was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Won't be like a horse with blinkers.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
Okay, I'm Zamani. I'm staying at Crossroads. I'm 31 years.
Okay, I'm Asand, I'm 14 years old. What I do for a living, I go to school, that's all.
Hi, my name is Michael. I'm 25 years of age. I'm currently employed as an admin manager, slash self-employed as well. I stay in Philippi East.
Hi, this is Vlaki from Nyanga too. Basically, did my matric last year, so I'm sitting at home now, looking for school, looking for a job. So I'm a basically determined guy in the DJ.
Hi, I'm Sebonga. I'm 19 years old from Nyanga. I'm an ex-matriculant from Vitapoma High. Currently, I'm busy with community servicing.
Hi, this is David. I ain't got much words in which I could describe myself than just by saying I'm a member of the TLC club, and I'm currently job seeking at the moment because I finished my matric last year. So, yeah, big ups.
Hi, I'm Neo. I'm 20 years of age. I'm currently unemployed. I finished my matric in 2007.
Hi, my name is Charlotte from Nyanga East. I'm currently unemployed at the moment, but I'm busy finishing my matric.
Hi, I'm Richmond. I stay at Leolevel, Koguletu. I'm working as a handyman at Trident Steel in Blackheath.
Everybody's saying that Julius Malema should be getting another chance, which is, yes, he should be getting another chance, but why should the whole nation suffer because of his remarks that he's saying? You know, he's a leader and he's supposed to act like a leader, you know, and currently right now, I don't think he is acting like a leader.
I don't think, like when I speak specifically about the song, you know, that he sings, but the point he made that he used to sing that song about, I think, when he was 6 years old and Telebranch didn't die. Well, that was a fact, you know. But still, that song, I don't support him sing that song because it's making like a very big war in South Africa between white people and black people. Because like we're saying we have democracy, so we should all live together, be tight, you know. But now he's breaking that up, you know. He's trying to relive apartheid.
I personally think the guy, he has done nothing wrong. Singing the old liberation songs reminds us of the past, what we've gone through. So I basically think that he's done nothing wrong, but singing our own religious, rebellious songs.
He once went to Zimbabwe. He saw that the government is trying to bring peace in that country, trying to bring the MTC and the ZANU-PF together so that they can sit and talk and have the same democracy that South Africa had, because this was through the talks. But now he goes there and then he's going in favor of the one who sees that he is oppressing people, because now farms were taken from their owners and all that. Farms were given to the people which are not knowing anything about farming. And those people were not being taught first how to farm before they are given farms. You see? So that's why Zimbabwe is in such a strategic mess now.
Like, I'm not criticizing Zimbabwe, but factually you can see Zimbabwe, it's suffering economically, it's really, really suffering. So we don't want to end up like Zimbabwe. I don't want to end up in that situation. So nationalizing the mines, we will, South Africa, we will end the we will be like Zimbabwe. So I don't think it's a good idea. Nah, I don't think so.
Companies like Anglo Gold and all that, okay, we know that there are companies from overseas and all that, but they've got all the instrumentation and all the equipment to dig those mines. When then we said, okay, they must go and leave it to us, where are we going to get all those equipment to dig up the mines and all that? Yeah, instead they must look at another option rather than nationalize it and take it from their owners, because the owners are going to go back with all their instruments. And then they said, okay, there we have got gold in South Africa, dig it for your own, and you do what you ever do. Because even the gold, which is dark here, it's been sent there for manufacturing all these rings, necklaces, and all those things. You see, we don't have those factories here enough to manufacture, because we shouldn't have been exporting gold if we had it here in South Africa. You see, there's some of other things which we must focus on them first before, because just saying, okay, I'll take this from you, I'll give it to her, and you don't know how to use it.
The giving back of the land, it should I think the land should be given to its rightful owners, because they have grandchildren, they'll have great-grandchildren. I mean, they'll have to know about where do they come from, stuff about heritage, about what happened, stuff like that. I think it should happen.
The media, in general, I think plays a significant role in helping us with their relevant information, because the thing is, they like, for instance, the journalists, for instance, they are taking the ministers, the so-called important people in South Africa, out of their comfort zones, So it really honestly, it helps. The media really plays a huge role, by feeding us with the they now and then they would maybe say whatever they need to say, but really, honestly speaking, they do have a good role.
Ministers and all that, they use the money that are provided to them to do things in the townships, like to build hospitals and what. They use them to buy huge houses and make private companies for themselves, So I believe that they are, wasting money on themselves rather than on the people that they should do, So yeah, I do believe the newspapers, because in actual fact, at the end, the facts come out that they are wasting money on themselves than to using it on the thing that they should be using it on,
We're supposed to know the president from point A to point Z, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, He has announced that he's got 7 wives, I mean, what's wrong with the media telling us that he's got another child outside of marriage and stuff like that? We need to know about this stuff, Obviously, the president, when he steps down, we are gonna read his biography, his autobiography, and then obviously, we need to know about our president.
And what kind of message was he sending to us, like the youth, when he apparently slept with a lady who was HIV, and he was like, he took a shower, and then the HIV went away. I mean, like, he's also giving us, like, youth, that mentality that you can sleep with as many people as you like, go take a bath, go take a shower, nothing's gonna happen. And then it's like you see signs coming out. Maybe you see something happening down there somewhere. And like, nah, it's cool. Nothing's going to happen. No, it's going to go away. I might get into a bath, wash it off. It's going to go away because President said so.
I think we really don't need to know. It's none of our business. He doesn't have to tell us what's happening in his own personal life. Yeah.
You got a point. There is no... we have nothing personal of the government, but we look up to him. We basically follow his steps. He's the leader of the nation. You see. So basically, everything that he does wrong will fall on him, and people will look down on him.
There's very little of role models that we have in our days. I think it has to start with yourself. I think you should look at small things to find in role models. For instance, someone who's there for you. Instead of having a model, David Beckham, all these different icons yeah. So like we look at here in the township, for an example. The guys that are doing crime, they're driving nice cars and they're staying in luxury houses. They always have the money. They always have the girls. Those are the things that the guys are looking up to.
Look at the children now. They're looking up to Julius Malema. Most children want to be like Julius Malema. Want to make comments like him. And like the guy, he makes stupid comments. So I don't want to say that. His comments are basically more than stupid or anything. And children are going to say those things. That's what the is.
So Julius Malema don't respect his elders. As far as you are just a comrade, you are a comrade to him. Don't judge you by your age or whatsoever. He will say anything you want to say to you, whenever you feel to say. So I don't think those are right things, the right words, which is, most youngsters, they are just like wanna be like him because you have got that name of the youth president, you see. So now he's like, he's the top of all the youth in South Africa. So that's why he's doing all these things. So and at the very same time, he just loses respect, you see, for the elders.
My aunt's husband is a teacher. He was always, I put my foot down. Woman, listen to me. Blah, 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 blah. Now my aunt's making more money. It's not like she's putting that out there that she's making more money, but she like sets rules. Like everything has to be like 50-50.
The guys are really threatened by us now. They are really. Because back then it used to be them. I provide the food. I provide everything in the house. So it's my rules or no rules. But now they don't have a choice. You work, I also work. And then they can't do anything about it.
Basically. If she says, I want to leave, the guy's going to go down. Okay, baby, don't go.
Exactly. Exactly. Things really have changed. Okay.
South Africa is going somewhere because if I can compare those days to nowadays, yeah, I've seen most changes. Because I've started working at the age of 18, 1978. You see, as from that time, you should have just begged, you see, by those employers and all that. But now today, you have your own way. If you said, no, this, I can't do this because it's going to cause me that and that. You see, it's unsafe to do this. You see, those safety regulations and acts and all that were only theirs. But now we share each and everything because even if they're going to implement their policy, company policy, there should be somebody there who's there representing the workers and said, okay, this, yeah, we hear about this, but this is not going to affect the workers here and there. So that, okay, then they have to listen. They listen now. But firstly, now, just, yes, there's a spade, there's a wheelbarrow. You must just work, you see. But nowadays, now, we are going places now. You see, maybe 10 more years of 20 more years to come, then South Africa will change.
Nobody must ask me who write the Bible, you know. But in the Bible, I think it's Second Timothy, né? But I don't know. I forget the chapter now. So there is written there that in the last days, these things that are happening today, they are going to happen, you know. So what I can say, or what I can answer in this question, you know, is this: we must go back to God and trust Him as much as we trust. I mean to say, more than we trust anything that exists on this earth, and we will see what God will do for us.
I think everything that is happening more or less now, it has to do with God trying to test us and see how big is our faith in Him, to understand as the country.
I'm not a very religious guy, so I'm not saying that what you said was wrong or what, but I don't think by just bending on your knees and praying will make South Africa right. It's up to us to make South Africa right. That's what I think. It's all about us. What if we stand up and do something about South Africa will go somewhere. That's what I think.
As Yabongo just stated that it's not up to God, it's up to us. Yes, I agree with that fact.
We really do have to believe in God, but we don't have to sit down and say like God will provide. Because we can see what happened with the government, sitting down and like putting everything into their hands. What they do now, they failed us. But I'm not saying that I don't believe in God. Yeah, it is. You have to believe in God. But as I've said before, we have to work for ourselves.
My dream basically is to eradicate poverty and become a successful individual amongst others and to help most.
I would like to be very successful in life and coming from a hard background, and I'd really like to give back to my community, and I'm very determined about that, and I will.
Well, basically my dream is not to be rich but to be successful and see the world changing, looking at South Africa being changing, and I hope this 2010 World Cup is going to make us change.
My dream is to be successful in life, and in order to change things, I want to be part of that, you know, and give back to my community as also, and try to change the life of the township, you know, because most of the kids that are growing up, they want to be like these hardcore gangsters. They want to be like, you know, in jail and all that. So I want to give them another perspective of life.
To be a millionaire, or to work hard to become a millionaire, or to help, to help people, you know. Oh my!
My dream is to give every child, every poor child, to give out their bursaries and help poor children. Yeah.
I'd love to be a businesswoman.
I would like to be a nurse and show the clinics what must be done to the sick people.
I just want to provide for my kids so that they mustn't go through this hardship I've gone through all these 50 years. You see, I just want to try by all means and give them a better future. Yeah.